I'm Natassia.
And I'm JT.
And we're 40 now. So,
long time.
Long time.
I feel like it's been forever.
It has been a long time. We've been busy peoples, I think. I'm realizing in this current setup, look at the height difference. This is insane. It's fine, but you are a foot taller than me, so.
Yeah, I usually feel like...
Because you like to lord over people.
Love towering over everyone. Can never be picked out in a crowd at all. So.
Yeah.
So what's new?
I don't even know where to start. Lots of things. I'm still with the employment situation. Although, ironically, I'm drinking out of a mug from one of my previous employees. Super cute. I'm, of course, running Age and Beauty. We're moving along pretty well. Have a blog now. Doing some things. Excited about that. Oh, fun. So, do you remember Eddie? He went to the Rocky Horror show, a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So, he went to the Ray concert on Monday in Austin.
Okay.
And he dressed like Ray, and he's been making wigs lately. Of course, he's already a makeup artist. So, he did, a whole, Ray. Anyways, her sister spotted him in the crowd, called him out, and then told Ray about it. So then Ray went on stage, and then Ray was like, where is he? And so actually today, Ray just posted a picture of him in the crowd from the stage.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that so cute?
That's crazy.
I'm going to have to repost it. He's so excited. I was I'll have to show you in a minute, his outfit and everything. He killed it. He looked like Ray. It was so adorable. So yeah.
I am on a huge Ray binge listen.
I have been too.
These days. The new album, I can't explain it. There's just something about it that's just keeps you coming back.
Well, I'm telling my husband and my son about this, right? And they're like, I don't know who Ray is. I'm like, yes, you do. The song on the radio, and I know that where's my husband?
Yeah.
I'm I know y'all know that song, because y'all, sing it. And they're like, no, we don't know that song. And I'm like, oh my God. And I sing the song. They're like, no, I don't know that song. And then I go to play it on my phone. 3 seconds. Both of them. Oh yeah, I know that song. I'm like, bitch, I was singing you with actual words, and you were acting like you didn't know that song. You heard 3 seconds of just the music, and you're like, oh yeah, I know that song.
Maybe you weren't on key.
Maybe I wasn't, but I feel like there was enough cues there. Just saying.
I can't, my fascination with Ray in this moment is I don't understand how she sings the way she sings, because trying to keep up with her, okay, so I'm the type of person in my car, I'll sing by myself. I won't sing in front of my spouse or anyone else. But
I am pretty sure
I can belt just like Mariah Carey.
I feel like we have karaoke
by myself.
At some point.
No.
Really?
You have never
all those years, and we went to karaoke, and you never.
You have never seen me do karaoke. I promise.
I feel like I'm gonna have to ask some reinforcements on this one. You never got up on stage those years when we went to karaoke.
I love going to karaoke to judge everyone else. I'm not gonna be judged.
But there were people that I met through you at the karaoke places.
I know.
But you never went up there.
Never
How did
went
I
on
not
stage.
catch that?
I never went on stage.
Why? Are you just afraid?
I'm terrified.
Why?
I don't do public speaking, and I certainly don't do public singing.
I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure we're speaking to the public.
But we have one person watching us right now, so, we're going to speak to...
At this moment in time, the goal is to have a lot more than one person.
The goal may be to have a lot more than one person, but in my mind, we're having a two-person conversation with one person.
With one observer?
Our producer is observing. That is it. I'm sorry, you guys. I love you all. But in my brain, in order for me to talk near a microphone, it's just me and you.
I don't know.
I will not get on stage and sing. I never have. I never will.
I mean, I'm terrible at it, but I just do it anyway.
I
I'm not like a
remember
karaoke fan.
So in high school, I was in band, and I played the trombone. And the trombones had solos every now and then. I would skip out on the solo part and let my fellow trombone players pick up, because I was like, I'm not doing it. I don't want to mess up and be the person that they call out. I'm not that person.
I feel like we have to have a goal in the near future of getting you on a karaoke stage.
No.
What would your... Okay, so I know my go-to karaoke song is always Baby Got Back. So what would yours be? If you had to make your karaoke debut, what would be your song?
Oh my God.
Mariah Carey?
Mariah Carey. No.
I was like, seriously?
A hero.
You're going to try and hit those notes? That's brave of you.
Or Whitney Houston. Or Adele. No.
I feel like Adele is like excellent, but her keys are like a little bit lower, so it's like nobody's ever going to hit it like Adele, but at least I can like start off in the same range as Adele. I would just be not nearly as good, but.
And you know, like with Adele, I've seen her concert, like gone to her show, and I don't know, I can't do it. There would be like one of those moments of like, okay, I'm trying to imitate, not be myself, and like act like I'm on American Idol, and they're going to critique me. No, I don't do karaoke. I love going to karaoke though, even now.
But
like,
that is so weird because like it gets annoying watching people.
No, I love it. I sit there with my little.
I mean, every once in a while there's like that person that's actually good, and you're like, oh, this is enjoyable. Mm-hmm. But
I've just never had any desire to ever perform. No.
Never had illusions of being an actor.
No. Not at all. Sorry.
I never wanted to be an actor or a singer.
I will never put anyone through the torture of hearing me sing.
Now, see, with me, though, I don't mind talking in front of people. I'll talk to anybody. And I'll talk in front of anybody, and I have no problems with that. Public speaking and that, like, talking, no problem.
I remember in high school and in college, one of my highest graded subjects was the public speaking courses. But I hated it. I hated every minute of it. I could do it, but I hated it.
But what is it you didn't like about it?
I just don't like the attention, all eyes on me. I'm not a flashy...
An attention whore?
I'm not an attention whore.
See, okay, I'm not an attention whore either. But I feel like I have things to say.
And someone's going to listen.
And I don't mind having people listen to me when I say them. Like that, I don't get me wrong, like if I have nothing to say, like I'm not just, like there's those people who, you know, like they like enter a room and it'll be like people they don't even know, and they'll be talking about something that they don't even know about, and the next thing you know, they're like mansplaining the situation to people because they just have to be the one like talking. Like I'm not that person. If I went into a room of engineers and they started talking about like a bridge that they were building, I would not say a word. I would be very quiet unless I was asking a question.
Well, maybe I just don't know anything, and so I don't want to...
I feel like you have to know a lot of stuff. I feel like at this point in our life, like we have to know a lot of things. I mean, we've done so many things. Like, think for just a second about, like, all the things that we've done, whether we wanted to or we had to, over the last 40 years. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, huh. Like, it was just, like, the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, this is weird, or that's weird, or, oh, yeah, I did that too, or I did this, or, like...
So, I was just having this conversation with my spouse that... I totally 100% think that when I get older, maybe a touch now, I'm going to have memory issues. Because very much, like, in order for a memory to be triggered, I almost have to see a photo. So, like, a lot of things that you and I have done, I don't remember a lot of them, but, like, I just bought a new laptop, and so I uploaded all my photos from my phone for the last 20 years into my laptop. And as it was going, I saw pictures, and I was like, oh, I remember that. Like, that was a fun trip. That was a fun, we went to a cabaret show one time.
Oh, we've been to a few, yeah. Well, I guess you and I have been to, well, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyhow.
but there was a celebration that we went to a cabaret show, and I was like, that was really fun. And I actually ate oysters, and the oysters were delicious, and I'm not an oyster person.
We've done a lot of stuff.
We
have done a lot of stuff separately, but we have also done a lot of stuff together.
Absolutely, but what I'm saying is, for me to remember a lot of those things, I have to see a trigger. I have to see. So, like, over last summer, my spouse and I and a couple of friends went to Europe. And I remember enjoying Europe, but I didn't remember everything we did. And then whenever I saw the photos flash up on the computer, I was like, oh my gosh, that was such a fun experience. And I don't know, it's just...
I think part of that is just the ADHD thing. Because ADHD is like, that's a big part of ADHD.
Yeah.
Yeah. From my ADHD course that I took.
Well,
because apparently we're going to be, what is it, what's it, where you're master of none? Come on, help me out. Jack of all trades, master of none. There you go. I think that explains us, right?
Very much so.
We've done a little bit of a whole lot of stuff.
I know enough about everything to be a little dangerous, but not to be an expert.
Yeah. I don't know, though. 10,000 hours. That's what they say it takes to become an expert. So. There's a few things I feel like I have definitely done 10,000 hours of.
Well, in my social work life, definitely 100%.
So you're a social expert.
I'm a social expert that hates public speaking. What does that say about me? No, like, so I used to work for an organization that helped people find jobs. And I would have to do presentations in front of groups of 50 plus people. And I did not know that whenever I took that job. They didn't explain that to me in the interview process or in the job description. But there I was. And I was able to do it. If I was standing in the back of the room, everybody else was looking at the slideshow, and the lights were out, and no questions were to be asked. But then I would meet with every single person.
I like questions. You don't like when they ask questions?
If I'm the subject matter expert, maybe, yeah.
Because I like when they ask questions, because then at least I feel like, it's like, is this thing on? Like, is anybody out there? Do they care what I'm saying, or am I just wasting my breath?
The problem in that particular job was a lot of the questions that they had was a different area of the company or organization. And so
they weren't relevant to you.
I worked in re-employment services, but they were sent over to us from unemployment services. And so they would have questions on their unemployment side of things when I didn't know that side of things. And then I'm like, no, but I can help you find a job. I can help you build your resume. I can help with the job search and optimizing job searches to help them find employment. But I couldn't tell them when they were going to get their unemployment benefits because I had no clue that wasn't the company I worked for. Yeah. So... Anyway.
Welcome to today's podcast without a home. I'm changing the course. But we are in a different environment, so I just figured I would change the conversation. And
yet again,
here we are.
We need a home.
I know, our podcast does need a home of some sort. And this one is at least an option to turn into a home, possibly. We would have to make some adjustments, but we'll think about it.
No, I 100% think we need to figure something
like
out.
a regular place so that we can actually like dependably, I was going to say perform, but I don't feel like we're performing.
Record.
Yeah. I don't know.
But we need you guys to like, rate, review, subscribe, all that fun stuff so that we can
like afford things to
afford
like,
to
make it look like something so that you can look at something a little bit nicer.
You know, I've got a whole list of things to buy to make it, like we were talking about it before we started recording.
To make it more professional. Plus, we'd like to bring our producer in.
Yeah, we need space for the producer.
Right now, she'd have to like sit on the floor in the corner or something.
Is she what? She's
Gen Z.
Gen Z, so she keeps us on the straight and narrow, and so
she keeps us from misbehaving.
So we need her in the room to give real-time feedback instead of us recording for hours.
I can just see it now.
Hoping that she edits it out.
You know what would happen is if she was in the room and we could see her, we'd see her face and she'd be like, and we'd be like, what? What did we do now?
Well.
And she'd be like, I don't know, guys.
Well. But something I've learned in now, well, about to be 41 years.
Ooh, I'll be 42 this year.
I'll be 41 in less than 2 weeks. So one of the things I've learned is you can't please everybody, but you sure as hell can piss everyone off.
That's something that's easy to do.
It's very easy to do. And, some people...
I am highly effective at being unlikable. I'm very good at that.
I think I can be too. And we've had this conversation on the pod before with some of the things that your sister has told me.
I just feel like in general, I feel like I'm probably a pretty polarizing person. I feel like people either like me or they probably really don't like me. And it's probably one or the other. Like, I feel like there's not that many people that are like,
and there's no, like, me. Indifferent people, like, or just, like,
no, I feel like they either just don't like me or they're like...
Or they love you.
They do. Yeah, probably. Because it's, like, it's so weird because, like, through these different, like, life transitions and things, like, there's been people that have definitely stayed. Some that I thought might, some that I wasn't sure would. But, there's, like, there's, like, people that kind of, like, along the trail of life, so there's people that sometimes you think are going to stay around and they don't, and there's like all these different like things, but how you can usually tell when the people don't like you though, unless you're oblivious. But I feel like I usually know.
I assume everybody just loves me.
You sound like my dad.
I mean, I'm a perfect angel. What is there not to love?
Sometimes I feel like I'm like people can bond over their hatred of me.
Okay.
Know what I mean?
See, I feel the same way, but I also feel like I'm so Switzerland on so many issues.
I was just going to say, maybe we're bringing people together. by being so unlikable.
But in reality, it's like, anything I want in life is to help other people and to improve the world in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting that people dislike us so much, given that we're not, like, selfish people.
Right.
Like, neither of us are, like, selfishly motivated at all. Right. And we both actively work and do more than most people to try and make the world a better place. So then what does that say about other people if they dislike us?
They're the ones with the problem.
I think so. I mean, we're not perfect. We're not acting like we're perfect angels and, like, all we do is, like, volunteer our whole lives or something. We're not saints.
No.
But
we gotta pay the bills.
Compared to normal, like, average citizens, we do actually take action to try and improve people's lives on a daily basis.
So. I've I've made a whole career out of helping others, but even if I didn't have it as a career, I would still be doing it.
Yeah.
As a volunteer advocate. Like, that is just... I've always done some sort of volunteer work or something outside of, trying to make a living.
Trying to make a buck.
Because, trust me, I could go and do a lot more other things and make a lot more money than social work.
Yeah.
But I love social work and I love helping people and
Well, and unfortunately, like a lot of stuff that helps people does take a lot of time.
right.
It tends to be like the more helpful you want to be, the more time consuming it is.
Right.
And sometimes you don't have a lot of time and you do small things, and then sometimes you have more time and you do
Right.
bigger things.
Right. But I've always been that person that if someone calls me and needs something, I'm there.
Yeah.
Like I'll figure out a way to make it happen.
Yeah.
So
that's why we're so unlikable.
So suck on that, haters. Cut that out.
I feel like she's gonna put together some kind of like a bloopers reel.
Okay.
I feel it because I know that there's stuff that she's like, this is ridiculous, but
And we need stuff like that.
promos on different
For-
things.
For the promos.
Which I did set up our TikTok since you didn't.
I got distracted.
I know, but you didn't even remember. I got it. It's already set up. I have
I
the name.
had it
So I
on-
have We're 40 now.
I had it on my...
To-do list.
Well, here's the thing. What happened
Excuse
was...
time.
No, it's not an excuse. I fucked up. I fucked that one up. I botched it bad. See, I work a million jobs.
I know you. No, it's fine. I don't care.
kidding.
I had time, so I did it.
I went on to try to do it, but I couldn't figure out how to do it without like deleting my TikTok or whatever. I'm not a techie person. I don't do computers. I don't do social media.
What is so sad is that his mother has made her entire career out of computers and like systems integration and all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it is impossible that he grew up with her in a time of technology and yet knows nothing. I don't even know how you pull that one off.
Look, if I have a computer problem,
You just call your mom.
I call my mom instead.
Which is hilarious.
Because normally it's the opposite, right? The parent. My mom is very young. And still in the
like in her
workforce.
60s.
Barely.
Okay.
Like this year.
Mom,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call your age out, but she would tell me that she's earned it.
I mean, also, like, you're in your 40s, so, like,
yeah,
mathematically speaking.
No, she had me when she was 19. So
you didn't have to say that part.
No, she was young.
Okay.
And she overcame a lot, and she's an amazing person.
Aww. And it's almost Mother's Day.
I know. And I'm a mama's boy. Sorry.
His ode to mom. We need to get chairs that are the same height. No, we need to get chairs.
Is that shorter for me and taller for you?
Something. Because normally I stand up and you sit down, and then we're the same height.
I mean, if we were filming at the condo...
Then I would be standing and you'd be sitting, yeah. See, we have... did we mention the height difference? There's a foot.
I'm
a foot
6'3".
Yeah. I'll let you math on that one.
So you're what, 4'2"?
No, that's not how math works. I should hope that our viewers can math better than that.
I mean... Are they doing the new math?
They're not Gen Alpha. I don't think Gen Alpha's watching our podcast.
Do they have...
According to my child, we're not very cool.
Yeah, he's going to be the first one watching.
Probably not.
I bet he does.
I think
he wants to see if he gets mentioned.
Maybe.
Nope.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have a topic today?
I didn't actually. We just started talking. I kind of totally forgot about the topic thing. Like, I have topics in my phone. But I'm trying to remember what they are, because it's been a hot minute since we've recorded.
I know. It's been what? A month and a half? 2 months?
I think it's been about a month and a half.
Yeah, it's a process.
Yeah.
To get these things going.
Well, we're busy people, and then we have to both be in the same room at the same time. Maybe we need to reassess the whole, like, Zoom version.
Yeah.
Because that would make it more efficient. We could do that. Knock
Yeah,
me
but
out.
also I feel like going longer without recording,
We have more to
we
talk
have more to
about.
talk about.
Okay, but to be honest, have we ever been short on conversation ever?
Not really.
Like, I remember, like, when we would go on these, like, trips with a bunch of people and stuff, and you and I would always share a room, and then you and I would literally be talking the whole weekend, nonstop.
Yeah.
And
Even at nighttime when we're about to go to sleep,
Yeah.
we're sitting there talking and then wake up talking and then,
the whole time.
and then everybody else in the other rooms are all quiet.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, I'm getting dressed. we're chatterboxes.
I know. I know.
So
I don't do that with very many people, though.
I don't either, really. There's a few people that I like enjoy talking to that I'll talk to more, but I feel like a lot of times with people, conversation either gets to a point where it's like forced, or it gets to where it's like what's left to talk about, or we don't have anything else we can really like. It's not even like an agree on. It's just like a mutual interest or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Which, I mean, obviously you and I have different interests, but we can still.
But we have a lot of similarities that.
Yeah.
We
I think
talk
we
about.
have a lot of like similarities in our personality,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But yeah, we've never been short on conversation. In fact, our producer commented as much. She was like, y'all never seem like y'all are struggling for something to talk about. I'm like, not really. There was that one episode where it was like a really bad day and a lot of bad stuff was happening all at the same time. Do you remember?
Oh, was that the one where the lighting wouldn't go right?
The lighting wasn't working right. You were getting harassed by somebody, and then also like there was like war starting, and there was like all these things happening, and we were like, we had already agreed to film, but it was like our headspaces were not in the best place.
We try so hard to not be political.
Yeah.
And that day was
That day
tough
was rough.
to
There
not
was a lot
be
going
political.
on. Yeah.
So
Which, speaking of, so there's like rumors of like a draft like potentially happening in the nearer future. I'm not digging into the political, like it's slightly, but just anyways. So my child, I'm like, you know, you may want to start thinking about what your plans are, cause that's a thing. And he's like, because I think this new generation doesn't realize that like when they turn 18 they have to register for the draft, and they don't have like choices, because even though I feel like they should know, they seem to all be oblivious to that part. Like they're like, well, I can just not, and I'm like, no, that's not how that works. You get called and then they're like, nope, it's time.
But I remember I was his age.
Hey, you're past the draft age. Joys of being 40. Which ironically, as a woman, like I fully believe that women should also be eligible for the draft. That being said, I did not want to be part of that draft. So I feel like so hypocritical.
I was about to say, so you're a little bit of a hypocrite.
I will 100% admit that is a hypocritical mindset, but like I do think like if men are gonna have to be part of the draft, like women should be too, but I also like know that I would never. It would be horrible.
So I was your son's age when 9/11 happened, and we went into war, and then they were talking about the draft back then too, and how we may have to bring that back for this horrific event that happened to defend our nation. And I remember being freaked out, like signing up for it. At 18.
You didn't see yourself as a military boy?
No, and I have so much respect for those in the military and individuals that choose selflessly to do that type of work. I didn't see, that's not where I give back. I'm sorry. I respect those that do, though. So, luckily I never had to go through the draft. They never had that.
Have you ever thought about being a drag queen?
We've had this discussion numerous times.
I know you always
just not on
you
the
want to
pod.
look like Barbara Bush, and it makes me sad.
What?
Whenever you've shown me outfits that you were like, if I was a drag queen, this is what I'd wear. It was always stuff that looked like Barbara Bush.
I was probably joking.
I do not think that you were.
Because I have zero desire to ever do drag.
I know, but you like that like old stuffy
Not that
lady
I
look.
love going to drag shows and I love the artistry and all that, but for me, it's sort of like karaoke that we've talked about.
You don't want to be a drag queen?
I don't want to be a karaoke artist, and I don't want to be a drag queen.
I think I'd be a terrible drag queen. I don't think I could like put my eyebrows up here. Like, because you know how they do, like, I don't know how much you know about it, but they like...
I watch RuPaul.
Oh, okay. I don't even watch that. But you know how they have to like put their eyebrows like way... I just don't think I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how that would work. I don't have that much forehead. Like, I'm not even sure I could pull it off.
Well, most drag queens I've seen
Have less hair.
have less hair than what you've got.
I have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Especially for being in my 40s. I got lots and lots and lots of hair.
Me too.
I don't think I'm going bald.
Me too. Okay, are we going off on another tangent?
Yes.
Or were we going to discuss
Okay.
the topic?
We sometimes have a hard time focusing. And we, a lot of times, can just talk for forever. So,
Which
here we
we've
are.
been doing.
Which we've been doing.
For over an hour and 15 minutes, I think.
I don't know how long we've been talking. A long time.
A long time.
Yeah.
And I haven't even cracked open my energy drink yet.
I finished my
You know what?
little mug and I finished my travel mug of coffee. Because I like my coffee.
And I've already gone to get one refill of water.
Maybe I should have gotten you a bigger glass.
Wine.
Well, if you had told me that you were coming, I would have put wine in the fridge, but you didn't tell me.
It was unplanned.
I get it, but
I
next
did
time,
tell you.
just not that. Like I was like not. Yeah, I need like a day at least.
Okay.
Like I'm unemployed for the most part now, so you know I have a little more flexibility. But still, if I can have like 24 hours, we can like.
Technically, I did tell you last week that I was coming to town this
You
week.
said like Monday, and then I didn't hear
Yeah.
from you, and so then I just assumed that wasn't happening.
Because I decided not to come down Monday.
Get it? But here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Look, sometimes life just throws you curveballs.
I know. Believe me, I know.
And you don't get to travel when you want to travel. And I've been traveling so much lately.
Oh, poor baby.
Not for fun.
Some of your travel is for fun, so
The last travel that I did for fun was in January.
oh, poor baby.
And I have to wait a whole 7 months to go on my next travel.
Not 7 months
adventure.
from now, 7 months from January.
Okay.
So I'm going to reiterate, oh, poor baby. I do not feel sympathy for you.
I'm not asking for sympathy.
Good, because you're not getting it.
Okay.
Okay.
You got a story for me?
Yes. So, in the whole, like, millennial, Gen Z relational thing and, like, how we see life differently. So, when...
Understatement of the year.
So, when...
We love you all.
We do.
Look, if you're
our
listening-
producer's Gen Z. So.
Look, if you're listening, there may be some things we say sometimes that we're old, have some grace with us. You can call us out. I'm okay with being corrected. But do it respectfully.
We appreciate all ages. Mm-hmm. But so,
Except, no.
let's not offend anyone. Let's just not. We've done enough of that.
But I
round.
think that part of being a good human is taking constructive feedback
Yeah.
from others.
Well, I think it's
And-
important to like see how your words may affect someone else.
Absolutely.
Because just because your intention behind them may not have been hurtful doesn't mean that they weren't hurtful.
Right. And we can learn from that. And if someone is hurt by something and they call them out on it in a respectful manner, maybe there's a way to clarify what the actual intention was behind those words. But anyway, we're going to
Yes.
go into
Another
So
tangent.
if either one of us ever says anything, because we're old millennials.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like one of us is slightly more offensive than the other one.
You.
No! I think it's you. I'm a different kind of offensive. I'm the kind of offensive that, like, we have to bleep out. Not because I say bad things, I say controversial things. I've said 2 things this podcast already that we're going to have to cut out.
Oh. Oh.
And those were not even the same topic.
So, Reagan, if the microphone picked up what she just said, please
bleep it
cut that
out.
out.
Because I know enough to know that I shouldn't have probably said it. But it was the most accurate way of saying what I was trying to say. And it's not that it was wrong or rude or even necessarily offensive. It was just controversial.
I just don't believe in being PC.
I mean, yeah, I got that one. Anyhow.
As you saw from my list of podcast ideas. I'll work on it, guys.
So, back to the whole Gen Z of it all.
Okay.
So, I had an interesting interaction with some Gen Z girls. So, my husband and I were supposed to go see a movie, and I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. And I still haven't gotten to see it yet, but I wanted to see it, like, I'm Sorry, Don't Die, or something. I can't remember the name of it. Anyways, that was what we were supposed to go see.
Sounds riveting.
It actually, I've heard really good things, and I still want to see it. But it was like about like AI and like, anyways, it's a little sci-fi. But anyhow, that was what we were supposed to go see. But we found out like literally like 30 minutes before we were supposed to go. Like he and I were going to dinner and the movie, and like I'd already figured out like childcare, like all the things. And so we're sitting there, and he's like, "Oh, okay," and we knew what the showtime was, but he was like, I'm pretty sure it's at that theater. And I was like, oh, okay, is it? And he's like, let me double check. And then we find out it's at like the theater in the less desirable neighborhood where I've already had my vehicle broken into. So I was like, no, don't really want to go back to that one.
Is it the one where they've had stabbings and shootings and...
Probably. Because I had my vehicle broken into. I mean, it was a few years ago, but like the lighting's bad. I just avoid it. Anyways. So I was like, no, I don't really want to go to that one. Let's see where it's showing everywhere else, like if we can find something else around this time. Well, nobody else had that movie. And the only showtime that was anywhere near the same showtime was Wuthering Heights.
Okay.
So, which I have never even read the book. I'm an avid reader. I have read most classical literature, but I've never even read that because I'm like not that big into romance, and I'm definitely not that big into like super depressing stuff unless there's like a lot more behind it. Anyways, not dissing Wuthering Heights. I know it's popular. It's just not my favorite style. Anyhow, so he was like, well, let's go see Wuthering Heights. I was like, I've heard good things. Like, it's fine. We can go see that. So we go to see Wuthering Heights. And, of course, it's like, I don't know if you know anything about it.
No.
It's like, it's got Jacob Elordi. Do you know who he is? From Euphoria. Mm-hmm. I can't look it up because I don't have my phone. Look up his picture. You'll see what I'm talking about.
See if I have my laptop.
Jacob Elordi, Elordi, and it's got Margot Robbie in it. I know that you have to know who she is.
I know who. Barbie.
Yes. So, needless to say, and it's a romance, so needless to say...
Just FYI, our phones listen to us constantly.
Yes.
Because all I typed was Jacob.
Yeah.
You know how many millions of Jacobs there are out
To be
there?
fair, he's pretty popular right now. Because he is also in Euphoria. And Euphoria's just started the new season. Okay. Did you look up his photo? Like, do you recognize him at all?
Mm-mm.
You haven't seen him in anything? He's cute. So.
Okay, I'm looking at it. He was a red coat in Pirates of the Caribbean.
I don't know anything about all that.
I loved Pirates of the Caribbean.
I mean, it's alright, but... Anyhow, we don't need to go through his whole, thing.
Well, I am.
I know, you're going off on a tangent.
No, I'm listening to you, though.
Anyhow, so, anyways, we go into the movie theater, we're watching this movie, and my husband is the only man in the theater. It's a pretty packed theater, because this movie did a lot of business. But everybody, like, all these girls, it's a romance, it's got Jacob Elordi in it, like, it's definitely, like, appealing to a certain crowd. Anyhow, so he's like, it's like all these like girls between the ages of like 16 and like 24, like so the whole theater, like we were absolutely like the grandparents of the theater or something. So I know. And like we're watching the movie and it is pretty depressing, and like you hear them all crying and all these different things, right? And I guess Reagan, say a spoiler situation in case somebody doesn't want to listen to this part, because I am going to spoil the ending. But to be fair, it is based on a book that's been out for hundreds of years, so I'm also not feeling like this is like a massive spoiler here.
Might be. It's going to be a spoiler for me.
It is, but you're not going to care. So
la 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 la.
the movie's kind of long. By the time it's over, I'm like, I have to go straight to the bathroom. Like, I gotta pee. So I go to the bathroom. Well, I can hear all these girls in the bathroom talking about the movie, right? So basically, Margot Robbie's character, she is pregnant, but she's married to somebody else, not the Jacob Elordi character. But they're like in love with each other, but they can't be together. You know, one of those kind of things. Mm-hmm. Anyhow, the typical romance, right? Mm-hmm. And so
for that time period,
yes, even now. I feel like that's like the same trope for all romances for the most part. We love each other, but we can't be together. I feel like there's a ton of that. I mean, whether you go through Romeo... Anyways, I'm going to get off on a whole other tangent.
Go ahead. Focus!
We'll have to add romance movies to the list. Anyways.
I won't talk about romance. I don't.
Anyhow, so...
Larry the Cable Guy count? No, I'm joking.
I have never seen that.
I love stupid comedies. Like,
this is not that. Comedies. You would have hated this movie. Ace Ventura: Pet Detective was the best. Anyways. So, she's pregnant, but she's dying, right? And they tell her that she's dying because the baby has died inside of her. And it's poisoning her, right? So, she's dying. And then they come in, and then there's... Anyways, I'll go ahead and tell you the progression of the conversation with the girls in the bathroom. So, these girls in the bathroom are, like, so upset, right? Like, they're just visibly so upset. And they're like, I just don't understand how she died. And I don't understand how they say she was poisoned. Her blood was poisoned. How did she get poisoned? And I'm like, she had sepsis. And they're like, what is sepsis? And I'm like, sepsis is whenever your blood... is infected, like and you can die. And they're like, but how did she get that? I'm like, because the baby died inside of her and they didn't take it out. Like, that's how it happened. They'd never heard of any of this before. They didn't know what sepsis was. So they had no idea what was going on. So they watched this whole end of this movie. None of this is making sense to them. And then they're like, and I don't understand why she was so sick and they put bugs on her. I'm gonna let you guess what you think happened.
What, the leeches?
Boom. They didn't know what leeches were.
No.
They had no idea why they would put bugs on her. And I was like, well, those were leeches. And then they said, what are leeches? And I was like, leeches drink people's blood, like they eat blood. And so I said, a lot of times back in the day, whenever people had certain sicknesses, they thought that it would help to put leeches on them.
The toxins in the blood.
And they had no idea about any of that. And so then as I'm exiting the bathroom, they're like, thank you so much. We didn't get any of that. And then they're telling me, you're so much better than Google. And so apparently to Gen Z, I'm more informational than Google. That's why I was like, I have to tell you about this interaction. Because it's like, so, like, I didn't even think that any of this was like a stretch, right? Like the leeches, like you have not seen the movie. You knew nothing about what I was talking about other than she had a blood disease and they put bugs on her. And you immediately already knew without seeing anything. Right. Because, like, apparently they don't know.
But we are in a generation that was transitioning to technology. Right? Yeah. We are older than Google.
I know.
And I mean, I remember we were talking earlier, my mom works in computers and IT, but we didn't have a computer at home.
Yeah.
until I was 9 or 10 years old.
Yeah.
And I don't.
To be fair, they didn't do much until we were 9 or 10 years old. Not the home computers, anyway.
But, like, in school, we had to memorize stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't have...
We
didn't have a computer in our pocket to Google.
So we had to actually,
Jacob
pay attention.
Erdahl or whoever it is.
Elordi. All the Jacob Elordi fans are going to just be hating on you.
I'm so sorry. I don't know who he is.
Also,
but
so there's this part of the movie where, because you know how there's always, like, the girl, like, glow up in the romance movies, right? Like, she's all that, you know, and she's coming down the stairs and no glasses, and she's, like, glow up, whatever. So there's a male glow up moment in this movie, because Jacob Elordi, like, for the first part is, like, scruffy and, like, kind of gross and, like, dirty and stuff. And then he comes back, and she sees him for the first time, and he's, like, shaved, and he's gotten a haircut, and he's clean. And all the girls in the theater are like, oh my god, like, right? And my husband is like, what's going on? I don't understand. Why is everybody freaking out right now? I was like, because he's having a glow up moment. And he was like, but he looks the same. He just shaved. I'm like, yes, but girls like that when men are clean and shaved.
This is your husband with the... No, he doesn't have...
He doesn't have all that anymore.
But at one point he had...
At one point he did do a lot
full on.
Yeah. So. But yeah, he was like, really? It's that big a deal? I was like, oh yes. This is the glow up moment, and all the ladies in the theater are loving it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're older than Google.
We are older than Google. We're older than YouTube. I had a conversation with our producer the other day about how I remember when Google first started in 2004. Yeah, 2004. If I could be wrong. Like, internet, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was 2004.
What, YouTube or Google?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Are you gonna Google it right now?
I'm gonna Google it.
Like a Gen Zer. You know, Gen Z is supposed to be the first generation that is not going to be smarter than the previous one in history.
February 14th, 2005. YouTube.
I was so close, though.
You were.
I was real close.
So...
But yeah, Gen Z is going to be the first generation that's not smarter than the previous one.
We're kidding, Gen Z. Y'all are so smart.
No.
Y'all are the smartest.
Because they don't have to... I'm sorry. I will die on this hill. Because the problem is they're in front of the computers all of the time. They're not reading, they're not writing, they're not thinking. Because they're outsourcing their thinking to ChatGPT or whatever.
You leave Chatty alone.
No, I will never, because AI is evil. Apparently, we've already had this conversation.
We have. Have we had it on the pod?
Our producer told me that I went off on a rant about AI, so I think so.
Okay.
She was like, I was editing one of the videos, and apparently I have quite a few rants, I'm being told.
What about me? Let's talk about me. Well, she probably doesn't know me well enough yet to call me out on stuff.
Probably not, but we need to remedy that.
I know. But I do worry about the next generation and the lack of critical thinking skills that they're going to have.
Absolutely. It's very concerning.
I use AI and ChatGPT because I'm not a creative individual.
Okay, I think an appropriate use of AI is for, like, that kind of stuff where it's like, you know, just kind of basic, the kind of stuff that just takes a lot of time but doesn't require a lot of thought, unfortunately. Like, I mean, whenever you're trying to write a social media post, you're not trying to write, like, the next art novel, you know? You're trying to just put some content out there.
Right. And that's what I use it for.
For what it's worth, all of my content is written by me.
I write it. Chatty just cleans it up a little.
I write all
But all of the content is mine. So... I'll usually type out an entire post, and usually in whatever social media platform I'm going to use, and put it in ChatGPT and ask it to clean it up.
I've gotten a lot better now because I've been doing more of the social media, but before I used to have to, like, I would write the post and I would tell it, make it sound exciting to people. Because, like, I probably am not the best at...
I'm just
as
like...
the producers of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire told me, I lacked enthusiasm.
So, as an agent, a real estate agent, I have to...
I thought you were one of the men in black.
I mean, not today. But as a real estate agent, I have to be creative in my descriptions of listings. And so I have a whole long prompt that I type everything in, and it'll
go to town.
It'll go to town and describe the house for me, and I go in and I edit and I make sure that because it doesn't always get it right. Work on that, y'all. But I do edit. I do proofread everything that I pull out of there before posting it, because it doesn't always get it right.
No, I mean, kind of like, so the girls in the Wuthering Heights bathroom, they were Googling what happened to her, and they were looking it up, and it was something like she had some kind of a sickness from exposure, like, or like to the elements, like she was in the rain or something. And I was like, no, you don't get a blood disease, not disease, but a blood infection from the rain. That
mosquito
is
bite.
I don't know. They were Googling. I don't really know. I didn't see what it said. So the whole thing started because they were trying to Google and discuss it amongst themselves while one girl was washing her hands and I was washing my hands. And it was painful for me to hear what they were saying because it was just so wrong. And I knew all the answers. And I was like, I just have to help these poor girls out. I can't listen to this anymore.
And you guys, you wonderful listeners and viewers, this is what our parents thought of about us when we were that age.
Maybe.
So I'm starting to sense that. Yeah. The frustration of the newer, younger generation thinking they know more than us.
Yeah.
And as someone that works with children,
they don't realize
I get that.
That we're the goats.
Exactly.
Millennials are clearly the goats.
Exactly.
We're bridging all of it. We're bridging technology. We're bridging not technology. We're balancing it all.
We have to know how to navigate relationships with the boomer generation, the Gen X generation.
We're taking care of kids and adults and old people, and we're doing it all. And yet there's no millennial politicians almost. Where are they?
We're not going political.
I'm not going political.
But this is a call to action for
millennials as a generation. We need to start taking care of some business.
Yeah. But my favorite is, the boomer generation and technology and their attempt at using it.
So
and I'm being very careful with the way that I present that.
Parent software on my father's phone. Because we have a bit of an issue of getting into scammy stuff.
Okay.
And it was getting a little dicey, and I already had parental control software on my son's phone. And so my sister was like, you just need to install it on dad's phone. So I did install parental control software on my father's phone. And so then it's so funny because if he watches this, so I guess he's going to get it. But anyways, he asked me the one day.
Sorry, I'm not the one doing it.
He asked me the one day, he was like, so sometimes I try to do stuff on my phone and it just won't let me. And he was like, do you think if I go to the AT&T store, they can help me figure it out?
What did you...
I told him, no, they'll just try and sell you a new phone, and that I have a lot of safety things on our internet. That's what I tell him. Because I do. But let me tell you, a boomer on the internet who doesn't understand technology is a dangerous thing. It's a very dangerous thing. So, between my child and my father, I am constantly trying to avoid viruses and get everybody to not do really horrible things on the internet. That sounds bad. I'm not saying that they're like doing bad things on the internet. I just mean like getting
people doing horrible things to them.
Yes, getting their devices in trouble on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh no, I've been hacked recently, and it was chaos.
You know why you were probably hacked?
Because I clicked a link that I shouldn't have clicked in
because
my email.
In this scenario, you're the boomer.
No, it was... I didn't look at the email closely enough, and I was trying to log into my email, and this is the first thing I saw, and I clicked the link. It was my fuck up. I get it. I own it. I'm more careful now. So, but I also was smart enough to figure out without Microsoft's help, because God knows they're not helpful. And I'll call them out on that. I don't give two craps.
They're probably not going to sponsor us.
I don't care. I don't want their money.
Purple mattress, though.
Purple mattress, please.
Sponsor us.
Apple, please.
Yes, purple mattress. Apple. Who else do we want to be sponsored by?
Oh my gosh.
Who would be fun? I would take coffee sponsorships, but you won't drink coffee. We could have we should have a whole episode about like coffee versus energy drinks.
Coffee tastes like ass.
No.
Anyway. I don't like coffee.
Who else would be fun to be sponsored by?
I do love Toyota. You love Subaru.
Yeah. We could do cars.
And
that
I have
sounds
both.
Fun. Yeah.
Okay, we're... Are we winding this episode down? Because I feel like we're running out. So
thank you for listening or watching, depending on how you're viewing us. Which now, did you even know? Apple now has the ability to do video podcasts in the app.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So technically, we'll see if we can get it on there. But yeah, maybe we can actually be watched and listened to in Apple Podcasts as well as YouTube. So that'd be cool.
Yeah. And don't forget, like
rate,
and
subscribe.
Leave a review if it's kind.
Yeah, because we will obviously need followers if we're going to have money to continue to make the podcast and also improve. So, because I know you're thinking, how could we possibly get better? But we can improve our environment and make it prettier to look at.
We're pretty fucking awesome.
I mean, usually. I'm running out of beverages.
Okay, to fucking awesomeness. Bye, y'all.